let's see. This is called the right name. Hey, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. Let's see, you're, I just not, you have to maybe I have to.
So I can do it during 3 minutes.
No, what we'll do, I'll call for. It's about the,
Take up the horse, yeah, the board of supervisors meeting is what it says. Involving a resolution to
do something
what are you gonna do? To make ordinances for cases. You know, kids, right? Confined animal eating something.
Fine. Okay. All right. And it's Martinez.
How you doing, Maggie?
Doing okay. I'm still in Guatemala.
Yeah, how's the baby?
He's doing great. He's a really good one. So, well, knock on wood. So far, he's quite easy. It's pretty nice. But he's only 3 weeks old, so we'll see what happens. And we've had 2 earthquakes and a couple of volcano eruptions, but nothing too big.
Wow.
So it's been fun.
We're waiting on Molly and Lincoln. So Lincoln should be joining us because we gotta wrap up this comp plan and be done with it.
Yeah, we're quite done. I will say Lincoln would like for me and you, Maggie, to read through it one more time.
I was going to offer to do that for when I get home.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, okay, I'll do, how about this? I'll do the first round, and I'm not gonna get to it till, well, tomorrow I could probably do it, Thursday.
Okay, I will be back middle of next week.
Okay, good. Okay, so I'll read it, I'll find stuff, and then hopefully then you could read mine edited already.
Happy to do it.
Yeah,
Okay.
I just, right now, I don't have predictable time.
yeah, of course, no, yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
And then just exit. Perfect, thank you.
Can you come in? There he is. Well, we do have forums, although we don't have any business to discuss right now. I mean, we don't have to vote on it. We're kind of waiting on Molly, so but I'll just go ahead and start, call the meeting to order. And we have Casey, Joshua, Nancy, Molly's on her way, Maggie and Lincoln, and our town administrator, Elizabeth. Is there anything to add to the agenda? Capos? Is that a question?
Yes.
So Capos, and what's CAPO?
I don't know what it stands for, but it's the concentrated animal food feeding.
Feedlot operations?
Feedlot would be operation, yes. Yeah, and so it's just basically stuffing, you know, the turkey farm that's up the way, Maggie?
Yes.
Add it to the agenda.
Okay, oh, we're not talking about it now.
Yeah, so we can add that after we finish up with Lincoln. After comp plan. I'm trying to go really slow waiting for Molly because I do want to talk about this. You see it? I just see it.
Yep, I see it. Hello, everyone.
Hi,
Very
Lincoln.
nice. Yes. Hello.
So last Tuesday, Casey and I went to Casino Capital of Danville, Virginia. I think I was more overwhelmed by the number of slot machines than I was by actually having to do a presentation.
We bet the town budget on.
Oh, but yes,
And we won.
Good job, you.
anyway, I just wanted to do a recap that we did go down, we had lunch, and Lincoln, we sat at the table with the awards committee, and they all know you.
Yeah.
They have.
It's a small group of planners in Virginia. Yeah. Yeah.
They said all good things.
Oh, no, they were more than that. They like, you're their god.
Well, thanks for the photographs because I got all your photographs, but I couldn't reply you because I'm overseas. But I appreciate all the photographs. Yeah. From text message. Yeah.
So anyway, we did, I will admit, when we had to give the presentation, thankfully it was just amongst all of the award winners. We went second. And it got off to a very shaky start because we couldn't find our slides. And so they had to come up and do it. So Casey starts to introduce everything. And then, I don't know, I kind of chimed in and it was very chaotic. At which point I assured them that we run our meetings much better than we give a presentation. So we were a comedy show. And I think they appreciate that.
I think they said we were the best presentation. They told us that.
That's good.
Came in at 6 minutes and 58 seconds.
Yep. Very good.
And people going on for like 15 minutes, and we're like, and we're the only people in this room that don't get paid.
Yeah. All the rest were professional planners, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
With $1 million budgets for their.
Oh yeah. Huge staffs. Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, I'm still trying to.
It probably made them feel like really bad. I mean, seriously, that they have,
$5,000.
Exactly. yes.
Nancy, I can't see who that is speaking.
Oh, because it's all of us.
Oh, it's Elizabeth.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Hi.
Hola.
She's at the adult table. Yeah. I'm waiting to hear footsteps. Anyway, that's basically what we did last Tuesday. And I think we summed it up fairly well. Do you have anything else to say? No. All good. All good. We don't really have any new business, so nothing has come in for us to review.
Yes, I've sent the updated version of the comp plan with the editorial fixes. So I just asked to share my screen. If I could share my screen,
I think.
there, I'm enabled now. Good. Okay, so I'll just share my screen. So since we last talked, let me just go to full page view here. Okay, I've gone through and fixed all the hyperlinks for the document. So previously, you might remember there was quite a lot of red text throughout the document. So I'll just go to an example page. I think I had already done the executive summary, but for instance, page like this, I added some hyperlinks so it's easy to click on the 2018 comprehensive plan for the town, or let's see, the Scottsville's West Downtown Plan. And then I went through and I found a few typos, so I fixed those. Okay. And I put everything on the correct layer. Where I had a few images on the text layer, so on and so forth. Then I realized I'll just jump to the back of the document now that since we moved, I think it was 2 pages to the rear. Let me just show you here. So this used to be at the front and now it's at the rear. So figure one, if you can see my cursor in the lower left-hand corner, is now at the rear when it should be at the front. So I need to renumber the images, I realized. But that's relatively straightforward. The last bit that I do need to do on page 47, let me just jump to 47 here, is I just need to touch up the survey text. And this was an agreed amendment when the comp plan was recommended by the Planning Commission. And graphically touch up these bar charts. Write a little bit of text, maybe a paragraph here about this page, and then a paragraph of text here for this page of word clouds. So I talked to Casey last night. Her first question was will this change the pagination of the link to the document? So it won't, because this was all pre-planned and agreed. So just a little bit of text there on the left, a little bit of text there on the left, and then a little bit of text there on the left. But based on this, I recommend that the team there in Scottsville can go ahead and start proofreading one last time. And that will, I'll finish up in parallel, and then we can put the document together. I can listen to your edits, and I make the edits when maybe one or two of us have a phone call or a Zoom call. Yeah. And then the very last thing I also need to do, let me just jump to the back. We have some site reference sources or citations. So these are important reports or documents or publications that we're needing to cite. So if you're the one proofreading, let me just jump to an example page. There's not a lot of these, but it's a little X, a little red X. So let me see here. So I'm thinking about using EndNotes. That's my plan. So, and there's just about 10 of them maybe. So, oh, there's one.
Oh, wow. That is really funny.
So I was thinking that you see this little red X there, that would be an EndNote. So maybe like a little 3 in superscript, and then that would refer to the end of the document, document 3. Yeah. Does that sound good editorially, Maggie? So then we cite this
Yes.
document. I think the idea is, let's say in 2 or 3 years, the hyperlink for this Central Virginia Regional Housing Dashboard doesn't work anymore. At least the folks can refer to the EndNote and
Yep. I agree.
and find the document. So let's see. I don't know if I have Central Virginia back here, but basically it'd have a little superscript 3 next to the citation, and be easy to find for those folks. Yeah.
Yep, I agree.
Okay, super.
Lincoln, I have
Yep.
one question. Can you go backwards a bit? There's a
Yeah.
place where you have it's bar graphs on 2 different pages. And one says, I live in Scottsville, I visit Scottsville frequently, and then I forget what the third one was. And
Oh,
that's
that's the
on,
survey, page
yeah,
47, right? Yeah, thereabouts. This one? Okay.
yes. Okay.
Yep.
And then the next page. Okay. And these are people who think there should be no growth, moderate growth, or a lot of growth. And these
Correct.
people are a subset of the people that you surveyed.
I'll have to go back. Let's see.
Sure, because
It's
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 the
it's
people.
either I think it's this might be the people from out of town because for this question we subsetted basically people in town versus out of town. And what was interesting, the folks out of town, if I'm correct, wanted uh, more growth. The folks in town wanted less growth. Maybe it's the reverse, but it's very similar. Yeah. But I'll be sure to note that in the text that I write on the left-hand corner.
Yeah, I think the text should be clear who the respondents are among your population.
Survey population. Yeah.
Yeah. And
Okay.
I also think your colors should not respond to though they look great, should not necessarily respond to those of those populations here in your survey results, because that might mislead people to think that your people who live in Scottsville want no growth. Your people who come to Scottsville don't live in Scottsville but come sometimes want moderate growth because the blue corresponds to the blue. You see what I'm saying?
I do.
Totally understand and agree. My plan here, if you just kind of think about this image in your mind, then I'm going to jump to another image. The plan is to remake those into something like this. Do you think that would be worthwhile? Or the problem is a light blue on one page will still kind of give that image of a light blue on the next page. So I could just use totally different colors.
I would use totally different colors. I mean, I think that's
Okay.
an easy to understand representation. I just think the colors should
Yeah.
be totally different
That's a
so
good
that
point.
people
Yeah.
don't think it's the same population.
Okay. So then, next question I have. Okay, let's say we're here on page 19. You see resident race or ethnicity. Okay. We're using Scottsville blues. And then I go to this page about resident age in years. Should I change these colors? I think this would be an editorial change. This would be fine since we already approved this document, but we left into for colors and things like that. Yeah. Do you get this? Do you have the same issue with these two pages of
Hang
bar
on one
charts?
second.
Yeah.
Hang on one second. Let me look at them for a second.
What if it's
Okay.
white?
Yeah, if it's a print, if it's print.
There might be not a lot of variation in the difference, the middle shade. That's
2010. Okay, now go back to the other one. No, I don't.
Okay. Okay. So I'll leave this how it is. Yeah, these are three different shades of blue.
Those
What
represent the years, right?
this one is the years, the age years.
Well, you have
Yeah.
down at the bottom two, 2000, 2010, and 2020.
Sorry, yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah, these are hold on. This is the in the text that left population by age for the years 2000, 2010, 2020. Yeah.
These are
So
census years.
census
So
years, yeah,
you're
yeah.
representing the same thing in those colors. You're representing census years.
You're right. Yeah. And then the clusters, every three bars is an age group. Yeah. Yeah. So maybe what I suggest on this one, since I can't even explain this chart that I made a while ago, I should add where my cursor is for the census years 2000, 2010, 2020. Yeah, I think that should just add that word census. That's just a clarification. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So other than adding the word census, I'll leave this the same, but then on 47, 48. Yeah. Okay, but I'll change these to different bar chart colors. So,
Either
um,
that page or the next page, so that they don't look like they're representing the same populations. And
yeah,
that, where it says figure 56, you need to say what part of your survey respondents
yeah,
that represents, that
yep.
that group.
Okay. Yep. Thank you so much. This is very good. Okay. So I think in terms of colors, I'm just gonna leave the word clouds the colors they are. The good thing is those colors don't, well, most of them aren't represented in the bar chart. I'll probably choose something, the bar chart, something different than the Scottsville blue here. And then here I might, yeah, I'll find some other color we have in the document that's kind of prevalent and then kind of use that. Okay, super. I'll send you guys a screenshot when I accomplish this in a few days. Yeah. But meanwhile, if someone or teams of people could start at the front of the document and go to the back, that'd be wonderful. I can send you a style guide if that's useful for some thoughts on standardization that I have, if that would be helpful, whoever's going to be proofreading. Yeah.
Pretty weekend, like, maybe day after tomorrow, I can go through it.
Okay, sorry, Casey, you were talking? I
Yeah,
couldn't quite hear you.
go through it, like, yeah, in a day or two.
Okay, yeah,
Casey's
cool.
going to take a first run through it, and then when I'm out of the country also, and when I get back middle of next week, then I'll take my run through.
Cool. Okay. So I guess my biggest thought on the style guide or standardization is the acronyms, okay, and spelling them out, okay. So I tend to usually what I suggest is every chapter, if an acronym comes out, I spell it out in the first instance. Some people would do that just the first instance, the whole document, but the problem is our document's about 140 pages long. Yeah. So, so let's say we're talking about Thomas Jefferson Planning District Commission. So, if it appears in chapter one, then I spell it out. And then the first time it appears in chapter three, I spell it out, for instance. I think that's pretty
I think that's a
standard.
nice idea.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Cool. So I'll write out a few of these tips and tricks and suggestions because whenever I'm doing something like this, it always helps me to have it written down and then you can refer to it while you're reading. Yeah. So great. Thank you so much. Really appreciate whoever's proofreading, both of you guys. Okay. Both of you gals. Yeah. Okay. So that's that. So we're very close. I'll just turn back on my share screen to share what we'll leave until the the town council hopefully approves. Let me just full screen here. Okay. So what we'll leave is this page with the red text. Okay. And there's a few what I would call fill in the blanks that I can fill in later once the
Mm-hmm.
document's approved. So here, the hearing was on such and such day. Um, the map, the zoning map is dated what date, so we
Yep.
can fill this in and then the votes, of course. And then the clerk can sign. And then at the end of the document, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, these are this is the second part of the resolution. It's the editorial parameters. These are the changes we can make without having to go back to town council again. And if you remember, this is all following a template that Albemarle County did for their comprehensive plan last year.
Hmm.
So we're just following what they did in terms of like what we were just discussing, those bar charts. So we're just looking at graphic legibility and graphics, font typography, formatting, and consistency, so on and so forth. Yeah. So, like an example of something I found over the weekend was if I just go to an example page, I can't remember if this was the page, but just go here. It was this page actually. If you look at the upper left-hand corner, I had labeled this figure two when actually it's box two, and I think it's even referred to as box two somewhere here. Let me just do a word search. Yeah. So also what I've been doing, I've been using a lot of word searching. If I find for instance, a spelling error one place, then I word search to make sure I didn't make the spelling error again. So there's box two. So that's referring to the next page. So then I'll just show you these hyperlinks. So in theory, this will go to page 13. Yes. Okay. So that's the whole idea behind the hyperlinks. To make so like let's say you're reading and you're like, oh, I want to jump to the introduction. So there we are, the introduction. So I think that's a nice feature that we provide the readers. Yep. And then like let's say we want to go to Code of Virginia 15.2-22226. Okay. So that'll jump to the website for the Code of Virginia. Yeah. So I think those are all nice features. Yeah. Okay. So again, what I'm going to do next, I'm going to renumber the figures. So that means figure 148 here, I think is going to become 147 or maybe 146. And then that changes the citations. So you can see the citations are all automatically numbered with where I put the page number of where the image is. You see the red X's. And this is mainly because when I was seeking permission from all the photographers, as you remember, we went through detailed process of seeking permission to use the photographs. Some of the photographers want to get an email about the final publication. They want to see their photos in the final comp plan. So this will make it easy for them to say, "Oh, my name's Nancy Gill. Here's my photo of West Village. I can click on page so on and so forth and go there and see the photograph easily." Yeah. So that's a quick overview of the outstanding matters, but overall, very few. Anything more I can explain? Okay, good. Okay, well, thanks again, Casey and Nancy, for going to the presentation. Wish I could be there. And glad you could represent Scottsville. Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't tell us it was a casino. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
I guess Caesars of Danville should have given it away.
Yeah, yeah. I could just see all those planners gambling. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I think I've mentioned this in email, but it's worth saying in the meeting that we won the statewide award for the locality of the year together with Chesapeake, and the population of Chesapeake is, from what my calculation is, about 463 times larger than Scottsville. Yeah, and if you know the planning staff of Albemarle County, I think the last time I checked, there's 23 2-3 planning staff in Albemarle County. And that's just for planning. There's also something called community development or development control. So if you want to amend your property some way, you have to submit to them. So I think they're about 20. So even Albemarle County has, with a population of about 120,000, has around 43 staff doing their planning and development control. That's not including ARB or those folks. So yeah, I think Chesapeake has even more staff. So I think we've done a great job altogether on this comprehensive plan. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
Yep. Yep. Okay, well, it's 7:30 a.m. in Singapore. And I know, Maggie, you're overseas, but maybe in a closer time zone, right? So
It's 5:30
yeah.
p.m. in Guatemala.
Okay, nice. But glad to stick around if there's anything else for me. Yeah.
Oh, I mean, yeah, I can stick around because next we're gonna talk about CAFOs. And that's,
Cool.
yeah, so,
There are a lot of CAFOs in Kansas where I'm from.
oh, right?
Yeah. And it's an issue that's the community is discussing, I guess I could say. Yeah.
Yeah, so there's some property, people are buying up like lots and lots of acres of land just north of Scottsville in southern Alabama. And wanting to put lots and lots of CAFOs there. And so there are no ordinances for CAFOs in Albemarle County. But there are in, like, I don't know, is it 50 other or something like that, 50 other counties in Virginia, just Albemarle, we're just really behind. So these CAFO people are trying to get in. They've already been rejected. They wanted to go to like Rockingham or, these other places, and they weren't allowed. So they feel like they can slide into Albemarle and get these things here. And so a bunch of people from southern that live on, near the farms or the property that's getting bought out are fighting it and trying to get the attention of the board of supervisors. And so they've been presenting and going to the meetings every month or so, presenting. And I went for the first time last month. I represented the planning commission. I said I was vice chair of the planning commission. I also said I was a physician, and I found all these research studies that said how it causes cancer, 100 different ways. And I think that message got across.
well, you were quoted to see them.
Yeah, they really like that. But anyway, so I think, and Ann Malik, she's on the board. Anyway, she's very really wants to make this happen. Yeah, so there's like one, I think at this point, Mike Pruitt, he was on the fence. But now he's not. He actually LinkedIn me like that night and wanted to friend me, and I knew that was a good sign. And so I think he's a yes, but there's still, I think, one supervisor who's pro CAFOs. You can believe it.
Do they have a reason why they're pro CAFOs?
It's good farming. It's food supply, farming. But this is not good farming, stuffing a bunch of, chickens in a.
Right next to.
Yeah, and so I think as far as, so I just focused on the air quality and the
Water quality.
yeah, water quality and causing all these cancers and really it's like smoke, honestly. It's like releases it's a hydrogen sulfide into the air, and it like fine particulates in the air up to 6 miles away. So we could be affected, in the town here. And blah, blah, blah. But I did not talk about It's like, I only have like 3 minutes, so I just kept it there. Some other folks talked about. What did they talk about? Well, there's alternative, better farming practices that can be, that are healthier. But no one talked about the algal bloom.
Oh, yeah.
And so I think that we need to talk about that and to say that from the point of view of Scottsville and our tourism. Because if we get, and someone said that we have an algal bloom near the river or near somewhere here that didn't exist before the turkey farm was here.
Well, water comes down.
think that's completely accurate. I can say that someone told me this past year season, so last summer, the algae bloom was more significant than it was the previous year.
Okay.
But there's nobody out there studying that. These are just.
Yeah. And so, and that's what the trick person, it's not gonna be good. I think so, and the algal bloom is bad, right? It's like, like, what did I? Like, it's bad, it causes like neurotoxins in the water. So if you can't swim in it, so like if we see an algal bloom, people can't swim in it. If you swim and you drink some water with neurotoxins, it's not. You're not just gonna give you cancer, you will die. Or you will get very sick.
It's
and
bad for
die.
pets too.
Yes.
It's bad for pets.
Yeah, and
Like
pets,
dogs.
yeah, and dogs, it's bad, kill them. And then the fish, of course, so we were like, fishing. So the fish die, of course, kills all the fish. But then the one fish that does survive, that someone catches and then eats. Been there?
Mm.
Yeah, it's bad. It's bad, bad, bad. And I did not talk about the algal blooms. And just speaking on the tourism, no one spoke about the tourism. So I think, so on Wednesday, they're having. So the thing that happened last month is they decided they're gonna make a resolution.
Yeah.
So that's good.
I thought they made it on.
No, it's gonna happen on Wednesday. So if more people can come to talk, and I really think, Nancy, I really think you should go and it's at 1 p.m. on Wednesday. And just say this is really gonna be bad for the town of Scottsville. Cause I kind of already said that, but I said I represented, planning commission.
So
but I
that's
think
a lot less. Yes, it is.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
quick. This is really bad for town Scottsville.
Just, yeah.
Nancy, I couldn't hear you. What did you say?
Just say, I'm the chair of the
I
planning
can handle
commission.
it, case.
So I'm the former mayor, and then I'm the former
I
mayor.
can. And an award winner.
And then I think that's the only topic, then it'll have.
So one of the things the county had already been working on was to stiffen up the riparian buffer requirements
Yeah.
throughout the whole county. Which would. Doing that would help tremendously because you can't do anything within those areas.
It's the town.
Just to jump in and ask a question, Nancy, I think you sent me a message maybe a month or two ago. They're going to shift the riparian buffer from the water ordinance to the planning ordinance in Albemarle County. Is that what I heard?
Yes.
Yeah. And I think when it's under the water ordinance, it doesn't overlap with any Scottsville ordinance, but when it goes to the planning ordinance, it of sorts overlaps. Their planning commission, of course, deals with county things. Scottsville's planning commission does town things, right? So we have written in the comp plan that that's a concern because if it's in their planning regulations, it doesn't apply in town. But we did find that Scottsville's planning ordinance does have a little bit of protection in terms of a riparian buffer, but not a lot. So that's written as an action item in the comprehensive plan, yeah, for future ordinance crafting. Yeah. Sorry, my alarm's going off. I'm going to head out, but I just want to say, yeah, from my own experience for CAFOs, the smell can be tremendous. Both on the Eastern Shore, they have a lot of chicken farms, or in Kansas, a lot of beef farms or feedlots. So both, depending on which direction the wind is blowing, it can be really tremendous. So I think for the comprehensive plan, we've done a good job on other topics. We never talked about CAFOs to my memory over the last 3.5 years, but we talked about view corridors for the high tension power line, right? We wrote in a little paragraph. Then let's see, we talked about solar farms. We talked about data centers, so on and so forth. So we've considered that, but we never thought about CAFO. Yeah. So I don't know if it's a concern for actually in Scottsville. Maybe for me personally, it wouldn't be a significant concern in Scottsville, but nearby Scottsville, I think, yeah, there is a concern, yeah, in my mind. Yeah.
No, I don't think it will happen, no one's gonna put a cable in the town of Scottsville, I don't think.
Doesn't it all run to the river?
Then to state.
Right.
Yeah,
So it's getting into the watershed.
It's running.
And I think Nealon Farms, isn't there a sign somewhere close by that says that that's the drinking?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's in a watershed,
Yeah.
but there's also the state requirements. And I was just looking up this because when I worked at DEQ, I mean, there were different divisions as anywhere, but there were people that's all they did. I mean, I did stormwater and construction, but they did the CAFO. And there was a gentleman that came in here not too long ago and said that he was friends with the people that were looking to purchase the property. And he was explaining some of the stuff, and he said, well, if they were over in, is it Harrisonburg, wherever they were moving from?
Yeah.
Like if they had a turkey farm over there, then they would come here and want to have a turkey farm. If they were over there and had beef, they'd come here and want to have beef. But I also know that they try to do that to get under the state requirements for water quality, for meeting water quality, to say that each individual farmer is only contributing this much, stormwater or this much runoff, whereas you really need to look at the whole picture of the whole property.
Because they made sure that they were right under all the requirements, like the number of chickens, all that. I mean, that's their purpose, is to say, you're the state guy. So then do you think we should have something in our comp plan?
Even though we're not gonna have, I mean, no one's gonna put it in the town, but it does affect us, like,
Yeah. It affects, maybe we could talk about how, if it affects our surrounding or our quality of life or, that kind of thing. I don't know, what can be done through the water treatment plant, but I can't imagine that it's gonna be free of whatever they.
that's true, but because to filter out the neurotoxins from the algae, like you do filter out, but it's a more complex system and it probably costs us more.
Yeah. That might be an area to explore, just athletes. Oh, good. Yeah, well, I talked to them about coming to town council. So maybe we could talk to town council about it a little bit. I think Ron's already said that it doesn't affect us, but I think we need to just let everybody know that.
I think it does too.
Yeah,
It does, it's our terms.
so I thought a little.
I know, because
education
it's
might be a good
like-
thing.
The smell goes up to 6 miles.
Yeah,
And the county, one point that one member of this group made was that the county has been working so hard on promoting tourism and wineries, and why do you want this?
right,
Because it'll undermine a lot of what, tubing on the river, without tubing and swimming and, you can't tube, but possible, and fishing. But also what people need to realize is nobody's against farming.
that's true.
It's really this.
It's education.
Concentrated, it's
more of the industrial farming that, is going on.
And
That's,
so maybe
that's the concern.
and maybe we do need to do it because I really believe when I was talking to these guys, it's been an education process. They didn't know, they're just like, yeah, farm, good, good. Until you kind of like
Yeah.
threw in the research and all these other things that oh, yeah, maybe that's not good, okay.
Yeah.
So it's an education thing.
So,
So, yes, I don't know, what do you think we could put in the comp plan? Like we did, like something similar to I think,
can we add in, and I think council has to add it in, because we can only do what we said in the amendment.
I don't think we can at this point, can we, Lincoln?
We cannot add any new content.
No.
Council
So
can,
unfortunately, the high tension cables, we did write into the, yeah, that was all acceptable. So we wrote that in. That was one of the 4 amendments from your approval. But yeah, KFOS is not written in, so we have to leave that one for future deliberations.
but they can't the
Yeah.
council write it in? Yeah.
Well, if you want to go through another public hearing process, yeah.
No, us. Why can't the town council write it in? Because they have to have their own public hearing. But we have to.
Well, so basically, if the
Okay,
town
so
council,
they
it's
contact us, yeah.
yes, it's technically a yes, no vote. So if it's a no vote, then it goes back to planning commission, and then
Right.
you guys can have another crack at it.
That didn't come to our attention sooner, but yeah, I hear you.
it's okay, we'll just work with the.
Yeah, my suggestion is we keep rolling as fast as we can roll.
Keep rolling.
No, I myself don't roll very fast, but
Okay,
we're slowly rolling.
fine.
Okay, well, I gotta run, but thank you so much, everyone, and we will be in close contact. Goodbye.
Okay, bye, Lincoln.
So the only other thing on the agenda,
Sorry. I did look up what the CAFO requirements are with DEQ. And so if you all want to look it up, there's probably some helpful information, but it talks about that they do need a permit from the state.
Okay.
And it talks about livestock operations, dairy, beef, swine need a permit once they can find 300 or more animal units and handle liquid manure. And then it says poultry operations trigger permitting at 200 or more animal units, but they consider units roughly 20,000 chickens or 11,000 turkeys. Right. But I'm curious, like, what does happen with their manure? Like, what do they do with it?
they either spread it or they sell it.
Or it just goes.
And you know, how do you
it
sell it?
just sits on the ground.
Yeah.
It lays on the ground and goes in.
So it just percolates back into the ground and it eventually gets into the water. Yeah.
Well, it doesn't do all of that.
It does
Sure
bad
does.
stuff, doesn't it? It's
No, 'cause I grew up on farms and we had chickens and pigs and we were very mindful of it. But people buy them for.
Yeah, but this one is not, we're talking, this is massive.
I know, we had 80,000 chickens at one time.
So it doesn't go into the ground, it gets to the groundwater and so.
It's very spread.
Okay. It's large.
It's a lot of chickens. Well, they're.
Or aren't they talking about more than just chickens? I mean, aren't they talking about chickens and
And-
turkey and
Yes, and
beef and?
the one out on Route 20 already does, they're doing turkeys and beef.
So they like expand. once
I don't
they
think
go-
they'll expand. I think, I don't know, that there's some legal issues going on.
Well, this guy that came in said that he was, I can't remember if he said the word fighting or not, but that's what I thought when he said it. With DEQ, about the permitting process and everything. So I think that DEQ could be an ally in this discussion
yeah.
that you all want to have.
I just feel like whatever Scottsville can do to say to the board of supervisors that this is a concern to Scottsville residents. Or some, or most, I have no idea. So,
So one PM on Wednesday, so.
I don't know, but I'll see.
Do you think you'd be almost?
I'm good.
Casey, I couldn't hear you.
I'm sorry, we're just seeing who can go on, cause the resolution is gonna be at 1 PM on Wednesday, in Charlottesville. So, yeah, Molly, if you could go.
Yeah,
I think we can't.
I don't know.
Okay. Although, and then what we do, we all just raise our hand, which I shouldn't speak again, cause I already. But I do it again,
You gotta
you gotta
keep it in there.
keep it, this is killing everybody.
Yeah.
And then you can, yeah, let me talk about this out
Or something.
So, yeah, so one PM. And just call, do you have the phone number?
The phone number.
For the book, so when you call.
Oh, no, I
You have to go on the list.
I have not done that process before.
Yeah, it's just a phone number, you can call, they're very nice, and just go get on the list. Okay, so you're gonna speak, maybe I go. I can always speak it over. Yeah, it more people do that.
Yeah, but also, the whole gang, they go every time and they all speak.
Yeah.
So you can go and speak.
I guess I could, yeah, we go, again, say the same thing.
Okay, so that's done. So the next step, which we discussed at our last meeting, is the zoning ordinances, because once this is adopted by council, we need to make sure our zoning ordinances match the comp plan, and I can tell you right now, it probably doesn't. So I know there's a list that we got at the last meeting of potential municipalities to look at, so I'll send those out and maybe we can all choose one to look at and report back next month.
And so what are we looking?
Next month is Labor Day. When, what's our plan?
We meet on Tuesday.
Okay.
So we're looking to see whether their comp plan matches their ordinances?
No, we're looking to see if there is an existing set of ordinances, planning ordinances, or zoning ordinances that match what we wanna do, so we.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, so instead of going through hours and, doing Band-Aids like we've always had a comp plan.
Yeah.
We can actually research and find something that works for us and then go through it and see how it goes with.
Yeah, we're not gonna live for another deep dive to adopt this.
No, so anyway,
But, yeah,
no, I always, no.
I know you do, and I don't either.
And if we can find something that's close. Anyway, so that's it. Molly, is there anything, any pertinent council actions that pertain to the planning commission? No. All right, so I do know that Josh will be stepping down. And he will need to. I know someone is interested in either this or the ARB.
I think she'd be more suited to the ARB, but if she lives in town, she's a warm body who wants to come and be involved.
Well, we need a warm body and a working brain.
That only so many standards together, that's not actually the point.
Well, there should be a lot, that's,
Some more hard than that.
yeah. Okay, that was very crass. I would say that, this individual, was very enthusiastic about asking if is she online by any chance?
No.
No, Maggie's the only person on
That she
there.
was gonna listen in.
She can always watch it on YouTube.
Yeah. Yes.
Watch us on YouTube.
Yeah, whatever you do.
Yes. That's where all meetings are.
Like everything we're saying right now, because we have not adjourned, is part of the documentation of this meeting.
Dance
And you
around the table.
I'm back to your stuff.
Okay, so any other business?
Congratulations.
We did receive an email of the removal of the GSC, government services.
Yes.
And the potential for stops, real to be.
Oh, but he's not
He's not in the.
He's not in the-
Oh.
Yeah. That's,
I know
that's
that's
why
why
it's
it's
for.
good night, but yes.
But that 600 limit, man, that's.
But we can always annex.
Yes, I've been talking about that
Oh.
for so long.
We can't do it until 2030 though,
But-
but it's a moratorium on it.
I think that, well, I would go to the General Assembly, yes.
Well, we can't, so we have to wait.
Okay,
now.
we try.
Well, it just depends, because then there is the reason for the putting a moratorium. Yes, anyway,
Okay, any other new business? The motion to adjourn. Second,
I second that.
all in favor?
Sure.
Oh, I think she's opposed. Oh, she has a smile on her face.
No.
Adios.
Yeah. And then, yep, and to everybody, I'm reading for all.